In 2006, something unusual happened in the music industry. At a time when digital piracy was still shaking CD sales, when hip-hop and pop superstars dominated charts, and when Disney Channel was still considered kids' TV, an album tied to a made-for-TV movie quietly rose to the top. By the end of the year, the High School Musical soundtrack wasn't just popular, it was the best-selling album in the United States. This wasn't supposed to happen. There was no massive theatrical release, no global pop star leading the charge, no traditional music rollout strategy. And yet somehow, a cast of relatively unknown teenagers singing about basketball, school, and self-expression captured the entire country's attention. So how did it happen? Let's break down the cultural moment, the strategy, the songs, and the unexpected chain reaction that turned High School Musical into a phenomenon. To understand the success of the soundtrack, you have to understand the environment of 2006. The music industry was in a strange transition. CDs were declining, but still dominant. iTunes was growing, but streaming didn't exist yet. Teen pop had faded after the early 2000s boom. At the same time, Disney Channel was evolving. It had already seen success with shows like Lizzie McGuire and That's So Raven, but it hadn't yet created a multi-platform cultural takeover. Then came High School Musical. Premiering on Disney Channel in January 2006, it wasn't expected to be a blockbuster. It was just another Disney Channel original movie. But what made it different was its integration of music into storytelling in a way that felt fresh for a new generation. Unlike traditional musicals, the songs were pop-oriented and radio-friendly, easy to sing along to. Emotionally simple but relatable. This made the soundtrack immediately accessible, even outside the context of the movie. At the heart of the album's success were the songs themselves. Tracks like Breaking Free, We're All in This Together, Start of Something New, Get Your Head in the Game, weren't complex, but that was exactly the point. They were designed to be memorable after one listen, encourage group singing, capture clear emotional moments. Breaking Free, for example, became an anthem for self-expression. Its build-up starting softly and exploding into a dramatic chorus made it perfect for repeated listening and emotional connection. Meanwhile, We're All in This Together wasn't just a song, it was a movement. It came with choreography that kids across the country learned and performed in schools, living rooms, and talent shows. The soundtrack wasn't just music, it was participatory culture. Another key factor was the cast. Actors like Zac Efron, Troy Bolton, Vanessa Hudgens, Gabriela Montez, Ashley Tisdale, Sharpay Evans quickly became household names, especially among teens and preteens. What made them unique was that they weren't distant celebrities. They felt approachable, relatable, like people you could go to school with. This made fans more emotionally invested in the music. When they listened to the soundtrack, they weren't just hearing songs, they were reliving the story and the characters' journeys. Disney didn't just release a movie and hope for the best. They created a full ecosystem. Here's how they did it. 1. Heavy TV rotation. The movie was replayed constantly on Disney Channel, turning songs into familiar hits through repetition. 2. Music videos everywhere. Clips from the movie were edited into music videos and played between shows, effectively turning Disney Channel into a 24/7 promotional machine. 3. Synergy across platforms. Radio Disney played the songs non-stop. Disney.com featured interactive content. Merchandise reinforced the brand. 4. Karaoke culture. The songs were perfect for karaoke, and Disney leaned into this by releasing sing-along versions. This constant exposure meant that even casual viewers became fans. Before streaming, watching something live, or close to live, mattered. High School Musical became an event. Kids watched it together, talked about it at school the next day, rewatched it multiple times. This created a shared cultural moment. And because the music was embedded in that experience, the soundtrack became a way to relive that moment over and over again. Interestingly, Anticipation for High School Musical 2 began almost immediately after the first film's success. This created a feedback loop. Fans revisited the first soundtrack. New fans discovered it. Sales continued to climb. The original album became the foundation for an expanding franchise. Many TV soundtracks exist, but very few reach this level of success. What made this one different? 1. Authenticity, or the illusion of it. The emotions felt real, even if the story was idealized. 2. Accessibility. Anyone could sing the songs. 3. Integration. The music wasn't separate from the story, it was the story. 4. Timing. It arrived at the perfect cultural moment. Many TV soundtracks exist, but very few reach this level of success. What made this one different? 1. Authenticity, or the illusion of it. The emotions felt real, even if the story was idealized. 2. Accessibility. Anyone could sing the songs. 3. Integration. The music wasn't separate from the story, it was the story. 4. Timing. It arrived at the perfect cultural moment. Looking back, the success of the High School Musical soundtrack represents something bigger. It showed that youth-driven media could dominate the market. TV content could compete with traditional music releases. Emotional connection could outperform star power. It also foreshadowed the future where multimedia franchises and cross-platform storytelling would become the norm. The High School Musical soundtrack didn't just become the best-selling album of 2006 inches the United States by accident. It was the result of perfect timing, smart distribution, relatable storytelling, highly repeatable music, and, most importantly, a generation ready to embrace something that felt like it belonged to them. In the end, its success wasn't just about sales numbers. It was about a moment, a shared cultural experience where millions of people sang the same songs, learned the same dances, and believed, even briefly, that they too could break free. And that's something no chart statistic can fully capture.